PlayStation's buying more studios. Cyberpunk 2077 news update from E3. And THQ Nordic leaks a little bit more than they anticipated. All that more today, guys, in today's episode of the Daily Dose of Gaming News. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is your host, the Keymaster 84, bringing you guys another episode. Let's dive into the news, but before we do, make sure you guys are hitting that like and that subscribe. Just do it now before you guys forget. I know I forget all the time. So just go ahead and do it now, especially if you subscribe, hit that bell button. That way you guys don't miss on any of the notifications that when we post our videos every single day. Alright, guys. Final Fantasy VII Remake. The demo will release at E3. But there's a catch. Because of course there is. Because it's Square Enix, and God forbid. So the catch is this. The Final Fantasy VII Remake had a small leak. This small leak is that there'll be a playable demo that's going to be released right after the press conference for Square Enix. Maybe even later in the week, but people are thinking it's probably going to be, their mic drop moment at E3. But it's only going to be available for PlayStation Plus subscribers. That's it. So I don't know. I don't have a PlayStation. I don't know how much PlayStation Plus takes to get. But you might want to think about picking it up before E3, just that way you can be able to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake a little early, a little demo, a little early. Even though I'm sure it'll be plenty online and whatnot. Everybody's speculating it's probably going to be what's on the E3 floor. Not 100% sure what that'll entail. But it'll probably be like beginning areas of the game, maybe a boss fight with Cloud and Barrett. Hard to exactly say 100% for sure, but it would make sense. So definitely keep your ear to the ground if you are excited about that. Remember, Square Enix's E3 2019 presentation is going to take place June 10th. June 10th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that is June 10th, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure to be there if you guys want to catch that announcement. Make sure you guys pick up that PlayStation Plus subscription beforehand in case the rumors are true. THQ Nordic E3 plans may have been leaked by themselves. Oops. Yes, that's right. THQ Nordic E3 2019 plans may have leaked during the company's controversial 8chan AMA. THQ and Reinhardt posted a screenshot of what was said to be the lineup and was later shared by the Afro Gear Twitter user. Usually this would be written off as kind of crazy speculation, but this one just seems to have a little bit more to it. It makes sense with what's been going on and some of the rumors and behind closed doors situations. And here's the list. We got Desperados, Monster Jam, Biomutant, Monkey King, and the two big ones, in my opinion, Destroy All Humans remake. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it's a remake or reimagining. Let's go back to the franchise. Hard to say. I don't really care. Either way, Destroy All Humans. And Darksiders Genesis. That's right, Darksiders is getting another game. That should be really exciting for all you Darksiders fans out there. I know I would be really excited for it. Obviously, we'll hear more of it at E3 2019, I'm sure. And it wouldn't shock me if that's the lineup, because this would actually be pretty impressive for E3. Next in the news, guys, we have Frogwares' upcoming game, The Sinking City, my sleeper pick that I picked like 3 weeks ago. For best, under the radar game that we know about. But it's actually The Sinking City is a Lovecraftian game similar to Call of Cthulhu by Cyanide. It's based on a lot of H.P. Lovecraft stuff. They have a new trailer out, so make sure you guys go check that out. It is really impressive. It's called Rotten Reality. It gives you a pretty good idea of what's going to be of what's coming for the game. I definitely recommend going and checking it out. I might do a review on this because I am pretty hyped about this game. But definitely go check it out. obviously that we know that it is going to be at E3, with the release date being June 27th for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. But it's coming, yeah, so, I mean, it's coming up pretty quick, guys, but make sure you guys go check it out. I definitely recommend at least watching the trailer. It might change your mind. Now, with that being said, we got some big news. Sony planning on buying more studios to bolster their PS5 lineup. CEO Jim Ryan told investors the company plans to invest in first-party studios, but basically with organic growth. Basically we're going to do it both ways. We're going to grow organically and acquisitions. They haven't really done anything since 2011 when they purchased Sucker Punch Productions. This is a company that's making the upcoming Ghost of Tsushima. But they made Infamous, like Cooper. So, I mean, they have, a pretty good track record. But it's been, 8 years. 8+ years since they bought the studio. It's really hard to say. I mean, I think this is a good move on their part, especially with everything that Microsoft has done over the last 2 years. I think that it only makes sense that now they're like, whoa, don't soak everybody up here. But so we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure we'll hear about it more at probably the next big PlayStation event after E3. Yeah. Also with Sony, they plan on continuing support for the PS4 for 3 years after the PS5 launches. 3 years. So it's expected to come out in 2020. That means until 2023 that the PS4 is going to be supported. I think that's awesome. Great. I think it's great to stand behind their product. I mean, it's also sold 100 million. Well, not quite 100 million, but it's darn near if it hasn't already sold it. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I mean, that's really awesome for one of the best-selling consoles ever, if not the best-selling console ever. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. My only concern is that kind of hold back games because they're having to develop for the PS4. That is my only concern. The reason they want to do this, though, is because Sony believes that they can help people move forward by still supporting, by supporting this current gen as people move into the next gen. And then that's it. They said, oh yeah, here we go. The PS4 is so important that they will provide fertile early adopter gamer base critical for next gen success. Going on to say that, there was one comment that I really liked. I can't find it now. But anyways, guys, they're saying it's critical to their plans from going from PS4 to PS5, and I do agree. I think that is a great idea to support it like that. More E3 news, because that's really all the news we're going to have for the next few weeks, guys. At E3, Cyberpunk 2077 is going to have gameplay at the conference. But you will not be able to play it on the show floor. It is not for everybody's consumption yet. It will be there to play, but you would have to be able to get behind the scenes. A lot of your market insiders, your guys who work for IGN and GameSpot and Game Rant, and all those guys, those will be the guys who get to play it. Probably, influencers, things of that nature will probably get to play it. So unfortunately, if you're just going to the game, you will be able to watch the gameplay, but you will not be able to play the gameplay. Unfortunately, but hopefully we'll find out more news about Cyberpunk 2077. I think we're probably still a year away, if that's the case. In my experience, that's usually how that goes. Unless they just want everyone to be surprised. It's really hard to say. CD Projekt Red's kind of their own. They're kind of like a rock star where, they don't follow the stereotypical norm. So they could really be doing anything. The game could be ready for them, We'll have to wait until E3 2019 to find out. But it's being developed for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And more than likely, I do believe, I don't know if it's actually been officially announced yet, but I do believe that the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay trailer will be revealed at the Microsoft press event. Anyways, anyways, guys, with that being said, that's the end of the news today. Nothing else too very. There was some other news here and there, but nothing too exciting. So let me know down in the comments if there's anything that I missed or anything you want us to cover any further. Also, make sure you guys hit that like and the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. That means you guys don't miss on any of the great videos we have coming up every single day. With that being said, this is your host, the Keymaster 84. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.